Hello and Namaste friends. I'm Dr. Shabir Parmar, working as an assistant professor of English at Government Arts and Commerce College, Okhamandal. Friends, I welcome you all in this 4-week online faculty development program on communication skills and personality development. Friends, in the first week of this course, you have studied what is communication, how to be a good communicator, particularly in the classroom. And now, in this second week of this course, we'll be trying to focus more about non-verbal communication. Yes, friends, it is said that heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. That means that whatever is unheard, whatever is beyond the words, has a very good understanding and has a very deep. In this first session of this particular course, we will be trying to see what is non-verbal communication. We will also see different types of non-verbal communication and try to identify a few difficulties to decode a non-verbal message. Friends, we will try to see that what is non-verbal communication, but not in a very theoretical way. We will see in applying our knowledge of non-verbal communication to identify different situations, and therefore I will be using more and more visuals to convey the meaning. So as it is said that a picture speaks a thousands of words, and therefore can you describe the smile of a baby? How it means to a parents? And that is what it is. See the another painting. I know you might be aware it is a painting of Mona Lisa, and this painting has lots of research, and still people are discovering what it is trying to say. There are numbers of interpretations. Again, we have different pictures, like see the first painting and see the expressions of maybe father who is drawing, and the kid who is describing in a different way. So this paintings has different meanings, and that meanings are reflected. See the picture of four monkeys. Yes, traditionally we had three monkeys, but now there is addition, and it is on the monkey is using the mobile phone. So again, I am not going to describe, but you are a better person to judge what it means. So friends, this is what today we are living in the scenario. We are living in the scenario which is surrounded with non-verbal codes communications. We use mobiles, we use different kinds of applications like WhatsApp, Facebook, and our day-to-day communication is mainly based on our non-verbal expressions. And for to explain what we are thinking, what we are feeling, we are showing through the different expressions, different emojis in the present conditions. So this is the reality of 21st century. Now friends, let's have a quick look on one practical way of understanding non-verbal communication. See, I would be giving you one image, that is an image of a painting. It is there on your screen, and in this painting you have to observe what the picture is trying to tell. Yes, just observe the colors, just observe different objects are depicted in the painting, and try to apply your knowledge of non-verbal communication and interpret this particular painting. See what it is, how it is emphasized, what things are given more focus, what details or what objects are given less emphasized. So some of you might be thinking with a way that it is a painting about a nature. It describes beauty of a nature. It describes the condition of rural area. There is a ship. There is the sea. The farmer. So what else is there? see what try to find out what the details, just observe on the minute details. Yes, so this is what we are testing our non-verbal communication and how we do connect with our understanding with this particular painting. Okay, let me be more clear. See, if you are able to see what I am trying to show you is the legs, they are shown here, and the leg, that means that the person, someone is drowning in the sea. Yes, but look at all these uh, people, what they are doing. They are busy in their work. Yes, they are busy in their work and they are not observing the person who is drowning. Friends, this is a painting of a Bruegel, of one artist of Renaissance period, and he describes this painting. And even this painting is relevant in today's scenario, where people are busy in their work and they are not focusing on what others are doing. So this is what you can describe this painting. There are numbers of other ways, but particularly this painting is titled as the Landscape and Fall of Icarus. Yes, Icarus is a mythical character, and this painting describes this fall, the death of Icarus, in a very beautiful way. So through this painting, friends, I am trying to connect my topic, that is non-verbal communication. It is very difficult to identify non-verbal communication because it is everywhere. It is around us. The things around us, the minute objects, the colors, the codes, everything has a meaning. So non-verbal communication has a large area, and therefore it is very difficult because it is connected to our psychology, it is connected of our inner personality to judge and reveal. Now coming to the point, what is non-verbal communication? Most of you are aware what it is, uh, where we do not use the words, and through gestures, signs. Gestures means the way we use our hands, body movements, facial expressions, tone of voice, color, time, space, and many more. So non-verbal communication is a communication beyond the words. Yes, and if you see these colors, all the colors have different meanings. Gestures like Lord Buddha, and you see the different mudras, so that has a certain meanings to tell. And particularly we can describe in a simple words that non-verbal communication is the communication without the usage of words, and it is a part of our unconscious mind, and therefore it is a basic part of our personality. So friends, this is what the study is done on non-verbal communication, and surprisingly you might be aware that only 7% is the weightage of spoken words. Yes, the language which we know, the language which we speak, has only 7% role in the process of communication, and more than 90% there is a non-verbal communications. So 38% is given weighted to voice and tone, and 55% on body language. So Dr. Albert Mehrabin is what is trying to find out in this particular study, and interestingly it says that non-verbal communication has a lot to understand. So it is not what you say is important, but it is how you say is very very important. The way you say has a different kinds of meaning. Now coming to the point, that is the types of non-verbal communication, I will be quickly focusing because we will have also another sessions on body language. So we will cover more about it in the next session. In the upcoming sessions, these are the types. That kinesis is a body movements, that the way we use our facial expressions, gesture, postures, through convey to convey the meaning. So that is what about kinesis. Proxemics is a study of space. Yes, in our professional environment, at our social environment, we we are having conscious about the space. Chronomics, it studies about the time, how do we use the time, how do we manage our time. So it is about time, that is called the chronomics. Vocalics or paralanguage, it is about how we use our voice modulations, pitch, pace. So these are all the aspects related to the paralanguage. Again, haptics, that is a study of touch. So it has also a deep meaning in the different situations. And of course, physical appearance, it also creates a non-verbal codes. So non-verbal communication, we can describe all these things, particularly in this particular picture. You see this one picture and you will be able to identify these different types of non-verbal communication like kinesis, personal appearance, physical environments, and many more. So friends, therefore non-verbal communication has a very good understanding. We must know what it is. It is based on many different aspects like the age, education, the state of mind, and many other things which we should identify to be a good communicator. Because non-verbal communication, we use more than 90% non-verbal codes unconsciously or maybe consciously in our day-to-day communication life. Here I am trying to show you the difficulties of decoding non-verbal message. Yes, these are the factors we should consider to decode non-verbal message. Cultural background, religion, environment, education, all these factors has a great importance to identify non-verbal codes because it is based on so many things. Here you can also add certain things to identify the difficulties, that how we should understand the meaning. And therefore this is what about non-verbal communication. We have tried to understand what is non-verbal communication, and especially we have tried to apply our knowledge of non-verbal communication in particular this session. We will meet again in the next session, and we will see that how this non-verbal communication is useful in classroom. Because teacher student relationship, there is a lot more things to know about non-verbal communications. So I hope that this session was useful, and we will meet again in the next session. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much again.